Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Caroline. And today we're actually having coffee. My dogs have just arrived in the bed. What is going on? Aaron has just left the house. He is flying to London by himself, which he's never done, young Flaz. Actually, the last time I sent my child off, I don't know if I remember told you all this story on here. I probably didn't because it's terrible. I did it to Zach and made him pick up the wrong piece of luggage, and he got into a car and he had the wrong luggage. They called his father because the luggage was left in, where was he? Denmark. And anyway, it was a complete shit show, put it that way. So this is the first time I have a child flying by himself. He's already called me. This is the first time he's done it without young flyers. He's already called me because he's lost his boarding pass, but we fixed that. So we're off, and here we are, and I'm just waiting because he's actually landing and then going to my daughter's university where he's going to stay with her for 2 nights before he goes to Sophie and Harry and all his cousins, which is so cute. She's so excited, he's so excited. Wow, wow. So that's really grown up. That's a bit of a pivotal moment for me because I'm like, okay, my boys really don't need me except for the one to my right. Yes, that's you, Danny. So
he loves that.
Yeah, I've got one left. And then what else can I tell you about this week? It's been really crazy. We just aren't stopping working. I've got a podcast in a minute, hair and makeup at arriving. You must think I live there. Oh, okay, so since I had my ridiculous clothing overhaul and I haven't done that in a long time because with the build and all the apartments we've been buying and all of the rest, but there hasn't been like tons of disposable income. Obviously, it's not like I could go out and I always drop stuff, but I always got amazing things from amazing brands and everyone loves to dress me. But this time I went bananas. And, I've done 2 sales on Luxury Promise, and I'm doing another one, by the way, on the 30th. So join me of my old things, and I'm so excited. So I went out and I went crazy. I spent tens of thousands of dollars at once, which I normally do not do. And actually, I think it's really worth it. Now, here's why, and I'm going to make my points. Number 1, confidence is key. Hello, Chloe. Confidence is key for me. Number 2, you guys all follow me and look to me for my style, my lifestyle, all of the above. And, when you feel confident, I've always said it, and I'm not telling you guys to go out and drop all this money at once. Absolutely not. I'm just saying for my life, the way I do it in chunks. Normally, for a long time, when I couldn't do it this way, I used to just have my capsule wardrobe and just drop in, key items that updated the look. But some really good things, actually one of the best things I've bought, and it wasn't expensive, so I'm gonna show you, because there's 2 more pieces to this. And I wish I could show you the brand, because I will find it for you, but I don't have it for this because it's just not here, unless it's written on here. But anyway, these, they look like Saint Laurent, but they're not. And I wore them with my Saint Laurent earrings, so all of you thought they were Saint Laurent. But it's an arm stack, and I think they were about $300 or $400, 300 and something dollars. I know that's not cheap, obviously I am fully aware, but it elevates any look. And you can get cheaper versions, by the way. You can get even cheaper versions than this. But Saint Laurent is like $1,000 per one. So this is like a whole stack, and I had another 2 or 3 next door that came together. So it's like a big stack. This is half of them because I didn't need it all the way up my arm. And that just elevates everything. Jeans and a t-shirt, bikinis. Like, I'm gonna wear them non-stop, best buy of the season. And then I found this brand, another one I'm gonna link, but it's like bodies. I wore it last night, but they're so comfortable, not expensive, just really, really easy bodies and tube dresses and things like this, easy to pack. But again, when you put those accessories on, completely elevates it. And then I just bought really amazing shoes. I've spent a lot of money on shoes, which I haven't for ages, actually. My stylist came in and she said, your shoe closet is ridiculous, as in terrible. I don't know why I didn't buy shoes. I think because they're such a big ticket item at this once. I just want to move over here to show you. I was spending, I think shoes are insane today. They're like $600, $700, $800, right? So I was kind of justifying it when I was buying like a shirt or t-shirts and changing my look that way, figuring that the shoes were underneath. You're not really seeing them. I've changed my opinion now. Just bought these. These are on. These are an investment piece. But let me tell you, I actually, when I bought them, didn't think I was going to wear them as much as I am. I was like, oh, my stylist was like, you've got to get them. And I was like, okay, I think they were $900 or dollars or so. And I was like, oh, when am I going to wear these? These are kind of like, I mean, they're pretty, but they're not. I would have gone for black or gold or something I can wear all the time. And actually, I haven't taken them off. Bronze. Have not taken them off. Goes with everything. And they're comfortable, so just putting it out there. I'm sure there are look-like versions. I'll link them in my LTKs, by the way, and find you a cheap version too. And actually, my assistant is really good at finding the cheap version of every expensive thing I have. Then I've had a really weird time because I had a psychic come over who has become a friend as well. And she said she was drawn to me at a party. She's like really, really famous. And she said, normally I don't get drawn to people. You stood out, and we got talking. Anyway, remember when my eye happened, she told me someone is doing black magic on me, and somehow I believe that. And then the other day I got pooped on. So I was like, okay, so I sent it to her and she said, normally it would be good luck, but the poop was on you and Sergio, so I don't know. But all of you said it was good luck, so I'm just rolling with it, whatever. I'll prefer the good luck. And then, so my girlfriend, weirdly, and then as I'm talking about it, rain came down. My son and I were in the kitchen and rain came down, and I'm going, oh my God, that's so freaky. So my son ended up sleeping in bed with me. Then last night, my girlfriend came home from one of my really, really close girlfriends. We've been friends 15 years. From New York, she came, she just did the trek that I did with Sergio, where he proposed to me in Everest Base Camp. And it was so funny because 6 years later, now they have loos, now they have showers, now they have everything. Like, she did the luxury version, and she seemed to go from one bit to another bit by helicopter. But anyway, that's a different story. But she brought me back these three. Having not said anything about it, that's why I'm telling you this story, because one is for love, one is for jealousy, and one is for, do you remember the other one? Money, I think. Love, jealousy, money. And she had them especially blessed by the very, very well-known monk on the mountain. And she brought them back for me and Sergio, completely just saying that you need these. So that was really, really nice. And I got those last night. And it's so nice when you have old, good friends who just, I don't know, love you for you. It's so rare to have friends without judgment. You know, I had an old friend of mine, Robbie Cavalli, came over last week too for dinner. That was really nice. And I hadn't seen him for years because he lives in Bali now, weirdly. And he came over and we sat, and Sergio was out with his mum, and we sat for probably 6 or 7 hours, I suppose. We cooked dinner, we watched a movie, and it was like the old days again. We just, you know, obviously he's a lot younger than me, but we talked about days on the boats with Roberto and his mother, and all the amazing times that we had on the Roberto Cavalli boat, which was fabulous. Back in those ridiculous days. I don't think people really live like that anymore. And, you know, it was just so lovely. We lay by the pool. You just slip back in. It doesn't matter, and that's just a really comforting way to be. So that was really my week. I just wanted to take you through it. Those were the highlights. And the lowlights, I suppose, but even the lowlight, you know, even the knowing that, you know, or feeling that someone might be doing something to me. I got all these, and then my son came home with Himalayan pink salts for me to bathe in. Like, it's so cute. Like, I felt very loved regardless. Whoever's out there trying to give me the evil eye, it won't work. That's it. To be this age, so loved, and having so much fun right now, I feel very, very lucky. Going to see my daughter in Paris. What are you looking at? Yeah. Going to see my daughter in Paris now. Going to London to do a little bit of filming, see my old friends, come back. Like, what a wonderful program Sergio and I have got coming up. And that's it. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you like some of my styling tips. I do know that they're expensive, and again, I will. Oh, one other tip. Ladies or men, I cannot sleep without lavender on my pillow every night. Life-changing. I actually have to make my own lavender scent. I don't know why I'm promoting other people's. I need to make my own. It's just genius. I literally use it every night. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe.